Hello, this is Jose. Here I am again with my 2017 Mercedes S550 or W222. Today we're going to be talking about the right way to tow your vehicle. This vehicle is a 4matic and it's all-wheel drive. You don't want to tow this from the front tires or from the back tires. You don't want to lift the front or the back. You want this the whole time to be on a flat surface, either on the ground, on a flatbed, or on a transporter. By the way, the transporter, you got to make sure that the car goes on the same flat surface. It doesn't go on two flat surfaces, because when that trailer turns, it's going to go in different directions and it's going to make your wheels turn a different way. Okay, so it has to be on one flat surface. So first we're going to get the towing eye out of the trunk. We're going to show you how to tow it. Okay, this is our towing eye. So we're in the front of the vehicle on the passenger side. You have this little gate here. Okay, it has an arrow on top and a couple of lines for you to be able to put your finger and make it a solid connection with it. So you push it on top. Okay, you're gonna hear a crack. You didn't break it. You just got it loose. Now you gotta pull it out. There's a little plastic piece here to hold it so you don't lose it. And now we're gonna go in there and put our towing eye. Okay, you want to make sure it's all the way in and make sure it's tight. You only tighten it up by hand. You're not using anything else, any other force. No, just your hands. This is strong enough to pull. Okay, but you can only pull 30 miles at 30 miles an hour. If you have to pull the car, car's still down, you just pull it, and you're only pulling it. You're dragging it. Yeah, maybe a better way to say is pull it. You're pulling the car for 30 miles only at 30 miles an hour. If you're in a rough surface, somewhere dangerous, you can pull the car for 165 feet. Let's say you drove off the highway. So you can only pull the car for 165 feet at 6 miles an hour. Okay, you cannot do more than 6 miles an hour, and you can't go too far with it. Goes back the same way. Now you're pushing it down, okay? And that's where you're going. Right in there. This is the only place, so you can't miss it. So one very important thing to do with this car is raise it, because you're gonna put it on a flatbed, and so they're gonna pull the car up to put it on the flatbed. So this car is very long. The wheelbase is very stretched out. So you want to raise it so the bottom of the car doesn't touch. Either you are mounting it and hits the middle, or it hits the back, or maybe even the front. You don't want your car to get scratched at the bottom. So you raise the car, and there's two stages for this. The first stage is going to raise it for 1 inch. The second stage is going to raise it for maybe 5-6 inches. Let's see. Let's show in camera how much it goes up. Another very important thing is that when they tie down the car to the truck, they only tie it down by the wheels. They don't tie it down by any other part, just the wheels. Here we go. All right. Here we go with stage one. To go stage one, now we go with stage two. And I'll show you in a minute how to push these buttons, what stage one is and what stage two is. So it's here in a minute, but we're holding the button to raise the car. So now the car is racing even further. Okay, that's it. The vehicle is raised. You're gonna see the button flashing on transmission, which I'm gonna show you in a minute. And another thing to do is you have to make sure you take off the automatic lock in your car. You don't want to get locked out in the middle of this process. So what you do is you hold the unlock button until you hear a beep. There you go. Now it's unlocked. Well, not unlocked, but the automatic closing is taken off. So now let's get a close up inside. So now we're going to take the car down. So we're going to press and hold these again. The light should go solid. Telling us that the transmission is down to the first stage. Okay? And then we press again to take it off the first stage. So the vehicle's going to go down now to stabilize on normal height. Okay, so now we're inside the vehicle, and the first thing we're going to do is take off this the start stop button on the engine. Okay, we're going to pull that out. Very easy, just pull it out. And we're going to use the key. We have to use the key in there to be able to put the car in neutral. Otherwise, when you open your door, the car is gonna go into parking. Okay, so keys inserted, you go to the second position. Okay, you go to the second position. Okay, so you go to the second position. That's one. Okay, so keys out, put the key in again. Position 1, position 2. Don't start the car. So now on the second position, we're gonna be able to put the car in neutral, but you have to push these down softly. Let me just show you the difference. So this is one down into neutral. Okay, goes into parking. This is all the way down. You don't want to do that. It's still gonna be in neutral because the car's off, but the minute you open the door, watch what's gonna happen. Just look at that. Okay, it goes right back into parking. So what you're gonna do is press it softly. It's in neutral. Now look at the difference. See? The door's open and it stays in there. So we're almost ready to tow. Now, the car's in neutral, you let the brake go, get the handbrake off. Okay? Pull the handbrake. The light for the handbrake went out. Okay? Now there's one more step. You have to go in here into your home button to deactivate the collision prevention assist. Okay, so we press the home button so we can go into the settings, and you're going to be using the arrows and everything. So we use the arrows to go down, go into the settings. Okay, they go into drive assist. Okay, and then into the pre-safe brake. Okay. So once we're in there, we're gonna press OK again to deactivate the drive assist, just as it's saying in there. Press OK, and we're done. Now, after we're here, we're in neutral, we are with the pre-safe brake off, with our suspension all the way up, and our hazard lights on, we can tow the car. Now we can pull it on the flatbed. Now we can pull the car a distance of 30 miles max, as I said, at 30 miles an hour. And if you're in a rough surface, 165 feet are 6 miles an hour. So now to put everything back, we go in here, as it says there, press OK to activate drive assist. So we're pressing OK, and we're just getting out of there. We're getting back. Go back, go back, go back, back to normal. Now we have to put the transmission in park. By the way, when you are pulling the car on a tow truck, make sure somebody stays in the car so that the car doesn't drive over the operator or doesn't drive off of the flatbed. Okay, now we got to put our lock back, the automatic lock. Heard that beep. That was it. Now we put transmission down. So we're done. It's that quick and easy. All we have to do is follow the procedure, in a very simple procedure, but if you don't follow it, you're gonna regret it, because it's gonna be a nightmare. You're gonna have to fix your transmission, and it's no joke. This is very, very expensive to fix. So as long as you follow this procedure, all these steps, you'll be fine. Make sure you raise your car, because you're gonna scrape it. And when they tie it, only tie it from your wheels, not from any parts, not from the lower arm, not from nothing. Only the wheels. So when somebody is towing the car for you, make sure you watch what they're doing. Because sometimes they just break him. And yeah, of course, the insurance will probably pay for it, the insurance, the trucking company insurance, but your car will never be the same. So just make sure you follow the procedures, and make sure somebody else towing your car is following procedures, okay? If your car doesn't have power, if you lost power to tow the car, you can open the hood, put a jump box in the front, just so you have power to move the transmission into neutral. You don't have to have the car started. You just need enough power to do that, as long as all your electronics are not messing up. But you should be able to at least move it into the neutral position so you can tow your car. Okay, so there we are with another video. I'll see you on the next one.